I want to talk in this really briefly. This was a press conference from the Trump administration that has completely broken the internet globally. Is Hamas getting evicted? Let's see what President Trump had to say.
The only reason the Palestinians want to go back to Gaza is they have no alternative. It's right now a demolition site. This is just a demolition site. Virtually every building is down. They're living under fallen concrete that's very dangerous and very precarious. They instead can occupy all of a beautiful area with homes and safety, and they can live out their lives in peace and harmony instead of having to go back and do it again. The U.S. will take over the Gaza Strip, and we will do a job with it, too. We'll own it and be responsible for dismantling all of the dangerous unexploded bombs and other weapons on the site, level the site and get rid of the destroyed buildings, level it out, create an economic development that will supply unlimited numbers of jobs and housing for the people of the area. Do a real job, do something different. Just can't go back. If you go back, it's going to end up the same way it has for 100 years.
So that was President Trump next to the Prime Minister of Israel, Bibi Netanyahu. And a lot of people have been asking me my personal thoughts on this, considering y'all know I don't play about Israel and y'all know how I feel about Gaza and what's going on over there. Now, I have a lot of mixed feelings on this. I will say that literally any government intervention over in the Gaza area is going to be better than a Palestinian terror state, particularly one led by Hamas. But, people talk a lot about, well, there's all these innocent Palestinians there, and that's a heated conversation that we're not going to have today. But what I will say is there are people there who, given a better situation, given a better opportunity, I think would flourish. I think that there are people who can have the ability to unlearn a lot of the horrible, hateful things that are put into the Palestinian education system. Again, not a country. Palestine is not a country. Let's make that very clear. A region that does not have the most integrous education system because it is infiltrated by terrorists, has been overruled by terrorists since being elected in 2005. But I will say Americans taking over the Gaza Strip would be for the betterment of society, or I shouldn't say taking over, but us having our influence over there would be better for all of society, especially in the Middle East. But I do think that that's something we have to be very careful for, or careful with. First of all, if we are partnering with Israel in this restoration and partnering with the innocent, non-terrorist Palestinian people, then I want to make it abundantly clear I don't want any American boots on the ground. That is my personal opinion. I really hope that that is not something that ends up happening at all, let alone anytime soon. And I also don't want American taxpayer dollars going over there at all. And according to Caroline Levitt, who is doing a great job, by the way, shout out to her, she has stated that it means Donald Trump, who is the best deal maker on the planet, is going to strike a deal with our partners in a region. So what that essentially means, that excerpt is saying, is that she does not, or that President Trump has said that he does not want to put any American dollars or service members over in the Gaza area. He's hoping to negotiate with the different leaders of that region, of the Middle Eastern area, and see what kind of conclusion that they can come to. And I hope that it's something that can happen, because when I first heard this, the first thing that came to my mind was, does this mean that we're about to go to war? Because that was the only way that I could see this happening. But he is going to put his best foot forward in negotiating from what they are saying. And I hope that, like the Abraham Accords, I hope that this ends up being a great thing for everyone that's over there. So that's all I have to say about that.